Okay, so on this layout, I'm looking, they have like, the enemy team has half their team's heavies, and one medium and TDs. So I'm expecting the heavies to mostly go down south. Maybe a couple might go north with a medium maybe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get in a position over there off of C7.
Move out.
And the idea is if I can get up into C7, I can shoot the heavies in the south. It's a perfect spot for that. Well, not perfect, but it's pretty good for it. My only concern is that if they come up to E7, they can spot me before I have a chance to get to that spot. And I'll show you what I do. Now I see the T-54 down there, so that's good. So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to just take a look. I'm not going to go up right away. And notice that there's no one there by the bush. So now's my chance to get up in here. So you got to kind of just go up here. Almost went off the edge there. Climb up. And go right up here behind this bush. Right here. Now this is a great spot to be in on this map. From here I can start farming damage.
Enemy is hit.
So I figure I'd try and get some tracking shots in, keep them in place.
Critical hit.
Tracked them again, but I didn't do any damage that time.
They're knocked out.
And then what I do, I zoom out so I can kind of take a look and see what's going on around me. Because sometimes it's hard to see when you're in sniper mode.
Penetration.
See? So this position you can shoot the tanks down there in the south.
Enemy armor is damaged.
So I zoom out again, I see these tanks, so
Enemy armor is damaged.
I tried to track him, but obviously I didn't do that.
Enemy armor is hit.
Again, having a hard time tracking those guys. He disappeared really quickly. Okay, no shot, no shot. Oh, there's one.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I'm gonna come back to these guys. I don't know where that shot went. I thought that would have hit, but it didn't. Tracking shot. He tried to blind fire me, but he has no clue where I'm at.
Enemy armor is damaged.
And this tank is really good for this spot because the Strv has excellent camo. And if you're sitting still with a camo net on, there's no way they can see you. And you also have all these trees that give you a lot of cover.
Critical hit. Target acquired. Penetration. Target unlocked. They're knocked out.
Picked up another kill there. This guy, I'm not sure where he is exactly, but I just don't have a shot on him. I kept trying to find one, then he pulls out. Then I get a shot.
They're knocked out.
And Chrysler GF comes around. Has interface tracks to track him, but wasn't able to. Now at this point, I see that they're starting to push around the south, and I was gonna go down. And then I decided, you know what? Instead of going down, let me back up some more, and I'm gonna stay right here. So I'm thinking that they're gonna see that, okay, our guys won this little middle section, so then they're gonna come back. So I'm gonna sit here and wait for them to come back. sure enough, here they come. Yeah, I lost track of that guy. I don't know where he went. Going right from the back up. I see the Lova. No shot, no shot. And all this time, I'm still looking at the mini-map. Oh, I see a shot. Then I see the T-30, so I'm gonna probably zoom out. And there's the T-30. Bam.
Enemy armor is hit.
Another good thing about the Strv is it's got quick aim time. Now I notice everyone there is cleared out, so now it's time to move. And I can see our Tiger on the 0 lines by himself. And you can see the AMX, the Scorpion, and the Grill all last spot in that area. So I figure, okay, if they're there, that means the artillery are also down there on that little peninsula. So I'm going to go up here in the north and try and get into position to shoot at those guys. I'm hoping the Tiger will be lighted for me. So I see the AMX-15s there, so I'm just hoping the Tiger stays alive long enough for me to get up here. Now I picked this bush right here because it's a great bush to shoot down on, or down on the enemies. And also if you get spotted, you have that rock to your left. So they can just back up behind the rock and not get hit. So I like this bush right here.
Enemy armor is
And
destroyed.
since that Tiger's down there spotting for me, these guys have no way of seeing me up here.
Enemy armor is hit.
I'm waiting for my reload, waiting for it. That was a bad shot. I shouldn't have taken that shot. I see the Grill.
Ready to fire. Where'd they go?
He kind of backed up and disappeared, so I don't know if that hit. Let's go to G. Grill. No shot. Okay, so at this point, I see the Grill going around the south. So right away, I think, okay, he's gonna go look for Artie. So I start heading back to try and intercept him. Because I'm thinking he's gonna go south, because he probably knows our Artie is sitting up there on the A line. I'm sure he doesn't know about the M53, but, you know, it's more than likely. See, the M53 wants me to go down to spot the Artie, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. I want to come back over here and make sure his Grill doesn't go this way. And there he is. Just as I thought, he's coming back to try and find Artie.
One of our gas tanks ruptured.
One thing you always want to do in this tank is you always want to, if you're going to take shots, go into siege mode. Even though it takes a couple seconds, I knew I was going to get hit. It's best to go into siege mode.
Penetration.
At this point, I just rush him. Because I have a better chance of bouncing his shot from, you know, up in his face.
Penetration.
I also know I got better DPM than him.
Where'd they go? They're knocked out.
Now if he had stayed behind that rock and kind of played peekaboo with me, he might have been able to get more damage on me, but he didn't. So I start going this way, and I think to myself, you know what? I'm not going to be able to spot those Artie. So I'm going to go back this way and go around in case they think that I was going to go back up on the north side. Because the Artie are more likely down there on the peninsula, and if you try to go to shoot them, you have to, if they're sitting on the back end, like say they're back at like K0 on the very end of it, you have to go up and come over to get at them. And if you're peeking, they can easily track you and kill you. So I decided, you know what? I'm not going to go after Artie. I'm going to go cap instead. So I kind of make a wide turn here, hoping that if the Artie is sitting like closer to on the peninsula, I might be able to spot him. Because remember, again, Strv has great camo. And I don't spot anything, so I said, okay, I'm just going to cap. Now the other thing I do, I come to the far end of the cap over here. Because again, if they're on the peninsula, they'd have a little bit harder time arcing that shot over the hill there. At least that's my thought process on that. I figure I just gotta reposition myself here, get a better angle on them. So what I do is I switch to HE. That way, if the RD comes around, I can guarantee track it. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait for him to push around. Because if I'm RD, chances are one's gonna come spot, and the other one's gonna get ready to shoot. And here he is.
Critical hit.
So I aim for his tracks and keep him tracked, and our RD is able to kill him. I start to move. I want to keep moving because I don't know where the other RD is. I don't want to get splashed or shot, so I try to move back and forth as much as I can. And once I feel I've been unspotted, I can go back into siege mode and wait some more. So, I mean, it's pretty much a guaranteed win at this point. If that RD comes around the corner, I'm going to be able to track him. So it's just have to wait. And I heard the RD shoot, so this game's over. He's not going to chance coming out and trying to get me.